What's up, Gemini? How are you guys? And welcome to Scorp Queen Intuition. Welcome back if you are here with me again, and I appreciate you all. Okay, let's go ahead and get into your energy, see what your situation is. What do you need to know? This may resonate with you if your Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus placements are in Gemini, as well as cross watchers. Okay, just make sure you apply it how it resonates to you. Okay, all right, let's see what's going on. We're gonna roll the dice here to see what signs come out, who you could be connected with. We got Leo, Virgo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Leo, Virgo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, and Libra. All right. So Gemini, you could be dealing with any of those signs. Doesn't mean that it may not resonate with you just because the person you're dealing with sign did not come out. Okay. Let's see what else we have going on. I saw overwhelmed. Somebody may be feeling overwhelmed over you, over the situation. Let's see. Okay. What do we have here for Gemini? Damage. We are both hurting from this. And that's crazy because the overwhelmed card, he's kind of like in the same pose. Like he's holding his forehead like he's stressed out. So definitely someone is stressed out. They know they've caused damage here. They know maybe there's no coming back and they're having to kind of deal with that. Let's see. Look at that. Habits. I don't know if we will ever change. So daydreaming and men. So maybe this is someone that want to mend the connection. They're still thinking about you. Maybe that's why they feel overwhelmed, because they can't like run from what they're feeling. Let's see. Confusion. I feel unclear about where we stand. And reminiscing. I miss our inside jokes. So yeah, someone that maybe this was probably a toxic connection, a lot of damage, a lot of things that happened that transpired between you two. It may be a cycle because it does say habit. So I don't know if we will ever change. Because maybe this is what you do. Maybe you fight, you break up, you get back together, you fight again, you break up. And it's like a cycle that may have been ongoing. At this point, maybe you're confused. Maybe they're confused. They don't know what to do. There is still this longing for you, this desire to be with you. But then there is all this damage, all these, past things that have happened. Toxic cycles that keep repeating themselves, and at this point they don't know. It's kind of like where you're at that place where you need to let someone go, but your heart and your head are just not aligned, right? So it's like this person know in their mind, it's like, it's over. I've caused a lot of damage. We're both hurting from this. Maybe we can't go back to redo the things that we've done. But I still desire Gemini. I still want to be with Gemini. I still love Gemini. They're still reminiscing, like through all the bad things, they're still thinking about the good times. Okay, so it makes them confused because it's like no matter what you guys have been through, they know you guys have shared some good times. All right, they know you guys have been through some bad times too, but they're thinking about the good times, right? But then when they think about the good times, it's like, damn, but yeah, maybe we went out on a beautiful date and then ended up fighting. It's like there's a negative side to it. So it's like they don't know what to do here. Okay, maybe you don't either. So let's see, what else do we have here for Gemini? What else does Gemini need to know? I look at your social media, even though I tell myself not to. It haunts me because I miss you so much. So they're keeping an eye on you. But it's like maybe they know they need to respect the distance because they know what has happened. Look at that. I don't deserve you. You're too good for me. I took you for granted and treated you badly. I'm sorry. You challenge me in ways that make me grow. Even though it's difficult, I know it's right. So you may try to help this person, you try to be with this person through their trauma, through the constant damage that they've caused, through the constant issues. And they know you're only there and, sticking through it with them because you love them. But I think they're struggling with doing better. That's why you have habits. They have bad habits here. Maybe toxic habits. Maybe it's not addictions. They could have addictions, but if it's not addictions, they could be addicted to just being toxic. Some people just can't help but be toxic, like no matter what, because it's that deep rooted trauma in them that you're trying to challenge them to release and do better, but they have to want to do it themselves, right? Can force this person to want to be better or do better. Get that shadow out the way, guys. Okay, at the bottom, I'm focused on my career and finances right now because I don't want to struggle again. I'm afraid to share that. So maybe they feel like they don't have the finances. Maybe that's one of their bad habits. They have bad spending habits, or they can't keep a job because of bad habits, or just a lot of things I'm picking up here. Okay, Gemini. Let's see. What else do we have for Gemini? What else does Gemini needs to know? Sheesh, okay. Too many cards, but we have the Knight of Wands in the reverse, the Six of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Nine of Cups. I don't know if they feel, impulsive when they're not dealing with you, maybe a little more angry than normal, frustrated because I don't know, maybe they just still feel the happiest with you, but even though you guys have a lot of problems here, okay? Let's see. Knight of Cups in the reverse. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Two of Wands. It's like they are trying to resist coming towards you. Trying to resist, trying to, to make a choice to come towards you. Three of Cups in the reverse. They don't feel like you're going to give them a chance. So they're just holding back. They don't feel like you're going to be open to reconciliation with this person with the Three of Cups in the reverse. They feel like you don't fool with them no more. Like, you don't really fool with them like that no more. So whatever it is they've done, they know they've done it. Ten of Pentacles. I told you they're trying to decide if they want to make a choice, to come towards you and, have their family back or build this relationship. Ten of Wands. But it's a struggle, right? It's a struggle. It's just been too much. Like, it's like you guys have had the best of times and then the worst of times. You went through the worst, you went through the better with each other, but I feel like this person is still stuck in a place where they're indecisive and they're just not able to, like, make the choice for you guys to really move forward here. Temperance at the bottom. Sagittarius energy. So they may want peace, they want peace, but this person may be carrying too much within, and there's some things that they have to release. They have to let go of themselves, okay? Like I told you, they want to be with you, but then there's this, damn, we've been through everything. We've been through so much, okay? And so they don't know where to go with it at this point. That's why the Two of Wands is right here in between these two. Because it's like they want to go a different way because they know that you guys are, sometimes you're not good for each other, but then they still feel this desire to come back to you and reconcile. They just don't think you're open to it. So let's see. They'll say I'm focused on my career and finances right now because they don't want to struggle anymore. So that could be them, wanting to come towards you, but they also feel like they don't have enough to bring to you right now. And they're working on that Ten of Pentacles because they don't want to be in this Ten of Wands energy ever again with you. It may have caused a lot of strain on your relationship. Okay, you got the Fool in the reverse. Holding back, indecision, hesitation, recklessness, fearless, bad choices, and risk-taking. See, that's why they feel like it's going to be a risk if they come towards you. They're holding back. I told you they are resisting here, although they want to, because, you know, the Fool is about a new beginning, taking a leap of faith, risking it all, jumping out there. But they are like, I don't know if I want to take that risk right now with Gemini. Okay, Nine of Wands here at the bottom. Courage, persistent, weary, resilience, test of faith, boundaries, last stand, gearing up for worse defense. Let me say, gearing up for worse. I don't know what that says. Gearing up for worse defensive. Gearing up for worse defensive. They should have put a comma there. And then pessimism. So I told you they have a lot of negative thoughts surrounding coming towards you, trying to start a new beginning. It's like, why even try to start again when we've been through everything we've been through? So they're hesitant, like I said. Why is Two of Wands here? Two of Swords in the reverse. Lesser of two evils, no right choice, confusion, fear, worry, indecision, information overload, release, and delay. So I told you. Two of Swords in the reverse. They are so stuck in their head, but they feel like there's no right choice. Like, what do I do here? Do I move on from Gemini, even though I know I still love them, even though I know I still want to be with them? Or do I stay here in this toxic situation where we can't stop doing the same thing, you know, repeating negative cycles because I love them? So do I stay because I love them, or do I leave? Okay, and just deal with trying to love them from a distance. Like, that's what I'm getting here. Look at that. Two of Cups in the reverse. Self-love, disharmony, distrust, breakups, imbalance, tension, and broken communication. This is why they can't make a choice, because they feel like maybe you guys are not at a place to talk about it, to come to an agreement, right? And so it's like you know, we've all been there, guys. It's like, you know, you need to let something go, but your heart is telling you one thing, your mind is telling you something else. You see what's going on, you know it's not right, at least not in the time being, but you still want it. And that's how this person feels. Why is the Three of Cups in the reverse? Judgment, which is Scorpio energy. Judgment, rebirth, inner calling, a new phase, absolution, reckoning, awakening, redemption, forgiveness, and mercy. I told you guys, this Three of Cups, they feel like you're going to make a judgment call and just be like, no. Okay, I'm not open to trying to work anything through. I'm not even open to trying to hear what you have to say. And that's like already what this person has put in their mind. That's the negative thoughts. That's the pessimism as to why they're not coming towards you and why they're being hesitant. Okay. Maybe they feel like you made the final decision. Like maybe you made it clear that you did not want them coming back towards you. So now they're stuck in their confusion. Look at that, guys. Ten of Pentacles is clarified by the Ace of Cups. Told you they think about all the good that you guys had. This is an amazing combination here. Ace of Cups with the Ten of Pentacles. It's like they're focusing on their career. Maybe they have a new opportunity here. Maybe they're making more money. Things are looking better for them, or that's their dream. That's like they don't want to come towards you until they have that in order, right? But they want to build this with you. They want to have this legacy with somebody that they love. You guys have history. Maybe they feel like you're loyal to them. A bunch of things, you know, and they picture they're happily ever after with you. But it's too much of a struggle here, right? At the same time. Because maybe they feel like you're not going to let go of the past. Ten of Wands here is clarified by the King of Pentacles in the reverse. Greed, overindulgence, materialistic, stubborn, obsessed with wealth and status, corruption, financially inept, and vices. So I told you, somebody might have been having financial issues because they had other addictions, they had bad habits, they could have had bad spending habits, which caused a lot of problems in this connection. Maybe you guys had money at one time and they made some bad decisions, made some bad financial moves, and it made it hard on you guys. Okay. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy here. But what did I tell you guys? You see the complete opposite in the energy here. It's because this person feels like on one end, they can see you guys having it all. They can see you guys loving each other, building this financial wealth with each other. But on the other end, maybe they feel like they may not have it, or they may not be able to sustain it, or, they don't want to be, like the card said, they don't want to be back in a bad place with you where they're not in a good financial place. Okay. You got the Knight of Wands in the reverse, clarifying temperance. Passion project, anger, scattered energy, delays, frustration, reckless, impatient, conflict, and stress. So I told you guys that's how they feel, but they want to bring peace, right? They want to bring a sense of harmony. They want to bring a sense of balance, but are you guys want to be able to transform and transmute that energy? That's where they're like, I don't know. Because remember I told you, you challenge them in ways to grow, but are they really ready? You see, especially with this Ten of Wands and King of Pentacles in the reverse, are they really ready to be that backbone, that supporter, be all in, be completely loyal? Are they ready for that? Let's see, what else do we have? Let's get some closing messages here. Let's see what else you guys need to know. What do we have here for Gemini spirit? Emotional intimacy. I'm afraid to truly open up to you. Being raw and authentic with my emotions is something I'm still working on. So maybe this person, they don't know how to express themselves in an emotional, loving way. That might be why the Knight of Cups is here in the reverse. Because like I said, that's somebody that's hesitant. Maybe they struggle with being emotionally available. They said they're working on it. That's something maybe you challenge them to do better. Like maybe they need to work on their emotional intelligence. Not the right time. I am overwhelmed with responsibilities. I don't have the time or energy for a relationship. So I told you there was something going on here with finances, with money. Maybe that was the breaking point for you guys. But like I told you, they struggle because they want to come towards you, but it's like they know right now is not the right time because maybe their money is not where they want it to be, or maybe they've just gotten a new opportunity and they're just not there yet. They're afraid of failure. They're afraid of coming up short for you. Some of you guys could have definitely had a lot of financial issues within this connection. Mother wounds. My mother is a big influence on my behavior now as an adult. I have challenges with connecting to the divine feminine energy within me and externally. So that could be masculine or feminine energy. Either one could have mother wounds, right? So maybe that's playing a big part in someone showing up the way they should, being able to express themselves, or maybe their habits is rooted in mother wounds, right? However that plays out for them. Ooh. Have my kids. I want to have a family with you. I know you'd be an amazing parent, and I dream of the day I can experience raising a family together. That is definitely what this person wants, right? If you guys don't have kids, you may already have kids, right? But maybe they feel like they're not showing up in the best way for you, or they're not able to. Okay, but they definitely want to have that. I told you, Ten of Pentacles with the Ace of Cups. But they are worried about responsibilities, being overwhelmed, the relationship being overwhelmed again, and maybe have this idea that they could have did it by themselves, but then got out there and realized they're still confused. They don't know which way to go. And it might be that maybe you were not the problem. Gemini, maybe they're realizing that maybe they were the problem because they're out there and they still are not figuring it out. Okay, it says you're so special. You're truly divine. I've never felt energy like yours before and I can't get enough. This is why they can't move on. They're struggling with moving on. Let's see what we have behind all of this here. I'm focused on my career and finances right now because I don't want to struggle again. I'm afraid to share that. My whole world is falling apart right now and I don't know how to fix it. It's not right for me to dump that on you. I can't go against my family. I let them have too much control over me. I'm stuck now. And you bring out the best in me. I'm a better partner because of you and I want to cherish you forever. So yeah, this person has some family trauma, especially with their mom. So maybe their mother was in the way. She tried to control them. This is why they're indecisive. They don't know what to do. But they do feel like their world is falling apart, even though, like I said, they're working on their career, they're focused, but you're trying to challenge them to do better, maybe to want more for themselves. And maybe they took it as like an insult before, but now they're thinking about it, you know. All right. Okay. Gemini, that was your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it and I hope that it was helpful for you. I hope it brought you some sort of clarity in some way. All right. If it did, make sure you comment. Let me know how it resonated with you. And if you know someone that it did resonate with, make sure you share it with them. Okay. Hit that thumbs up and hit that notification bell if you are not already receiving notifications so you'll know when I am back. All right, Gemini, I will see you guys next time.